The next match, the marquee match in the top 8 lineup, Mr. Crimson versus Luffy. Of course, most likely going to be the Dhalsim for Crimson. We'll probably see the Mika for Luffy, just relying on that snowball effect, getting in on Dhalsim and never letting him play again. But we've seen Crimson be very good against that style of offense, right? Obviously, at the Red Bull London event, kind of V-shifting his way to victory up against Idom, no command grabs here. And I think that's a strategy he's been implementing time and time again up against these heavy mix-up characters.
Yeah, and I mean, if you go back and watch these two play in the CPT Online, the first one for this respective region, Mr. Crimson was squirming around like a worm quite a bit. I don't know how to describe it any other way. If you look at defense, he was
trying to get out of there.
He was mashing jab, he was backdashing, because, again, Luffy really gets in your head. And sometimes his mind games are so potent, you do the work for him. And it's just like, okay, that's exactly what I want. This is the gamble. Remember, Mika is no longer 50-50. Because a V-shift, it's 33, 33, 33. That's what it is. The chance is still there, but it's less likely. So he tries to make sure he gets in your head. But Mr. Crimson has been he's been so meticulous, so industrious with his defensive work. And like I said yesterday, the content he provides to make sure people improve overall, not just in France, just worldwide. Here's how the players are playing. This is why I'm here, and I've made that journey. And of course, while making that journey, he's decided to provide us with a quote. So let's see what Mr. Crimson has to say. Oh, Ringe, what was he got to say?
Run back from last year. It's never easy to control the Mika of Luffy, but I'm ready for it. I'm glad that he specifies the Mika of Luffy, right? Because that really is a different breed that Luffy brings to the table with this character. No one has been able to pretty much have the consistent success minus Fudo with the character, right? And we've seen Fudo, I think, bounce around maybe a little bit more than Luffy. I could be mistaken about that, but we've seen this man just do wonders on the character, perform magic, bringing back sets that he has no business bringing back. And I mean, he's going to be trying that on Crimson once again here.
Yeah, of course. And it's first to 3 territory. Mr. Crimson says he's ready. He practices his kills use Mika a fair bit as well. Okay. So again, kills you has a very similar style to Luffy, just a little bit, just not at that same degree of mind game, I feel, or craziness. Calculated genius, shall we say, whatever it is. Luffy says he's a genius. The rest of the world don't think that. But sometimes that's what it looks like. But we'll see. They're going to see. There might be some outlandish plays. But you know what? Again, Mr. Crimson, great track record. You know, he came 2nd place in EU West 2020. Like we said before, he is the Red Bull Kumite London 2021 champion. And also shout outs to the Italian community, Street Fighter Milano, because they flew him out back in April to invite them to their tournament. And he won. And I was like, so you're flying him out to take your money?
Yeah.
You're flying him out to take your money. But
he's comfortable with that.
Hey, listen, they want to do it. And he did win that tournament, which was called Red Line Fight 3. But he's here to try and qualify for the CPT once again. One shot for these guys. Remember that.
Yeah, and I'm really interested in seeing how that first, oh my goodness, defensive situation plays out for Crimson.
I hope that answered your question.
Right? Like, oh my goodness, already. Maybe we're not going to get a defensive situation from Crimson, just all offense right now from the Dhalsim. Does chase him down.
Of course, there's a Brimstone to kick things off for Luffy, despite having like 45% health left. Activates the Deshko. We in there.
Ooh, immediately pressing, but no, challenging the teleport. Not going to be able to do that for free.
So he's not going to V-shift yet. And it's the thing, when you're playing Mika, you're going to be looking for those wild V-shifts because you want to make those big reads. And Dhalsim has 925 vitality. This is the game. Oh, this is going to be it. This is guess for game. No, he didn't do that.
Oh, yeah, actually gets out of the sky. And oh my goodness, whip punishes off the Gale teleport.
I actually think he didn't need to do the EXP. I think he thought he was floating. So he got the counter hit save. That's what he tried to follow up with.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
As a game. And like I said, this matchup hasn't changed much since Season 1. They've added things to it. Both these characters, well, Dhalsim got toned down a little bit to be normalized. Mika got some cool buffs. Let's see if Luffy can actually implement some of those cool buffs as well.
Perfectly timed jump. That was huge from Luffy.
He's in there, gets for the game, and he goes for the safe activation route here. And the V-shift into the back throw. Unblockable there for you.
Yep, the first V-shift coming up big for Mr. Crimson. Teleports out of the charge dropkick range. Supers for the punish. Another beautiful answer from Crimson.
Yeah, stand medium punch cancel into the Yoga Sunburst CA to close that out. And here's the crazy thing about this matchup. Best way to describe it, cat and mouse. That's like the greatest analogy for it. But it's actually more stressful to keep the cat away. It is. Because it's like, look, you can run around, you can duck and weave, you can be evasive. That's what Mr. Crimson's doing, but he knows if he flops that, and drops that 110% concentration, it's a crush cannon, it's a grab, it's forced to play defense, and you might make the wrong decision when you didn't feel you needed to do that in the first place. This is it. That's why he's got to be so on point with it.
Yeah, and that's one thing that's great about Crimson's game plan is that he's never lazy, right? Always cycling through options, hardly ever autopiloting, but right now Luffy catching on to some reads, but a throw.
This is it. If he can get Mr. Crimson to wake up throws and just kind of bait those a fair bit from the corner, he could be in luck here, but he waited that time around range.
Yeah, he was looking for a throw bait that time, but ends up getting a punish. Nadeshko set up anyway, V-shift away. Ooh, the splash to put him back in the corner. And a quick giant swing to close out the round.
That's what he's got to do, right? And Luffy was like my last set before I left to come here to America. He will do that. Put it in the corner. You try a quick grab. If you tech, that's all right, cool. I'll try to shimmy you. If you don't even bite the shimmy, I'll get in range for the Rainbow Typhoon command grab and catch you there. And he's never afraid to even do these mid-screen to kind of reduce that life lead. And he has gone with V-Skill too, because it does 100 damage now. That's one of its new buffs. And it's just a straight counter to the limbs.
Very, very smart. And be able to set up shot. There's the counter to the teleport as well. Luffy on cue, utilizing that V-skill, looking for a V-trigger activation, but instead just dashes forward after the limb, gets right in Crimson's face. We got one command throw. What you gonna do about it? V-shifts. Oh, and the V-break takes him out the sky.
Yeah, looked like tried to jump, just hold it until Nadeshko teleports away. And one more, and this is it. He tried to V-shift Nadeshko, but he done it just a couple of frames too early. Left him in that kind of hit state, which allowed Luffy to take this down to the wire and equalize it. Now, here's what's interesting, right? Every time these guys have played, right? Last year, in the grand finals for the first set, it was 3-2 for the bracket reset, and it was 3-2 to Mr. Crimson in the last set. Red Bull Kumite, the semi-finals when they played before Crimson faced Idom, it was 4-3, it was a first to four format.
Yeah.
These guys have always gone down to the last game.
So I'm seeing already 1-1 here, trading wins back and forth. Expect nothing less from these two elite competitors from the region. My goodness, the whip punish is starting to come out from Luffy.
Drop kick there, try to catch him, walking backwards with that crouching light kick. It's one of her best lights, one of her best buttons, I feel. Nice trade.
And Crimson up, you can see immediately just trying to keep that space at bay, getting the plus frames in with that perfectly spaced drill. And I love the back throw, again, maintaining that screen control.
Sure, Seiko gets the jump in, no V reversal just yet.
Oh,
I think he tried something and it didn't work. So Nadeshko kind of, it almost threw off Luffy, but he managed to get a conversion.
Great awareness from Luffy, knowing that you could trade off that wake up on the teleport. V reversal, though, this is a tough get. Yeah, I love that. Once again, dashing up, utilizing the plus frames off the fireball, catching Luffy off guard. In a situation like that, a lot of times players will just back up, right? They have the life lead, they'll make them come to you, but Crimson, always good at switching up his pace.
All right, gonna go for that new buff there. Yoga Flame into jump medium kick for the reset. Gets the confirm into EX Peach there, Luffy. Just chased him down. Yeah, he needs to keep him in the corner and make sure he's not going to get the opportunity at this point, but he needs to make sure that Crimson does a V reversal.
Has a painful couple of hits for flinching. Back throw as well, put him on life support. Ooh, V-shift in the Nadeshko, anti-airing the Mika. Mr. Crimson bouncing back like a master.
Well timed. That looks like something he's practiced a little bit. Or if he hasn't practiced, then he's definitely comfortable with the Nadeshko timings, whether it be immediate or it be delayed. Because even then, the situation didn't really change. V-shift only moves you away.
Yeah.
Right? But because Luffy was so far away and needed to make that approach, that kind of like aggressive approach, just like hard V-shift Nadeshko and just wait. That's what he did. Plays it out there with a poke.
And again, Luffy, you see it, trying to find some desperate ways in with the shoulder. Crimson just staying back, with punishing cleanly. Ooh, and then checking the charge dropkick. Great reactions.
Yeah, it goes with the meaty Yoga Flame as well. He's trying to get the V-skill too. He's only used it once, but he's had about 3 or 4 attempts. Despite the V-skill being buffed and it being introduced as Mika's game, it's still something that's not pivotal. It's not like the cornerstone of Mika's strategy in this matchup. It's still what it was back in like Season 1. Gets the throw OS. Yeah, the reversal.
Charge drop kick in, the counter hit.
He's trying to jump again.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'm curious now. I don't know if the parry can stop V-break.
Oh, yeah.
I've never actually checked. I've never tried that.
You figured Luffy would try it, at least, if it did work, right? So,
I guess it's something I'll just have to note down and try later.
Oh, either way. Crimson trying for the big limb right there. Gets drop kicked. Luffy blowing through a limb with the armor.
All right, he's coming now. Right, yeah, Luffy's coming in now. Good block.
As quickly as it got the 2-1,
Yeah,
it could be 2-2.
He doesn't care.
On the verge of stun again, the V-shift, V-break blocks this time, even chasing down the back dash with a tick grab. And there's most definitely going to be a stun into a kill. And
No! Oh, no. Oh, dear. Here we go.
Nah.
Here we go. He's going to panic V-reversal. Yeah, there's a V-reversal. Please just do the delayed dash.
Nah, beautiful.
There
So
you go.
bot.
He's waiting. And again, that's still like, I remember back in Season 1, you actually used to get like Oki off of that. Oh, you used to get Oki off of the V-reversal.
Yeah.
But now you can kind of dash. But again, you'll be safe on block or safe from punishment, but you don't get a frame advantage. Now, that was a little bit scary there because he got the stun, he got the combo. But again, I remember what Doggerus said ages ago. You can practice a combo 100 times. The 101st attempt could be the one you drop. That's it. That's what Doggerus said ages ago, man. And I see it to this day. I see it to this day for everyone. But we've gone down to the final game once again here between these two rings. Oh, he's trying to catch him off with the Luffy special.
And unfortunately for Luffy, Crimson was the one that struck first blood, right? So it is his turn for the W if they keep trading back and forth. And Crimson already looking good, maintaining his space again. You can see being very careful about the whiffs, waiting on Luffy to try to jump in, find a way in.
This is the thing, though. Mr. Crimson has said before, it's if you play a certain way on the ground against Dhalsim, you can set up the jump. He's been able to jump at him a couple of times, but he's been too far to get a proper connection. Drop kick. He has to deal with it. All right, yeah, he's playing it safe now. He's not going to do the Luffy special. Dude's shooting Peach on block. There's a frame trap. Ooh, it's not looking good. Substantial life lead here for Mr. Crimson. Just has to close it out safely. And there's a grab. He's going to slide. He's going to slide. I've seen it too many times. He might slide again.
Oh, the V trigger on deck like that. You know that's the Dhalsim security blanket, right? That's what they want to fall back on for the activation. Luffy had the first read. I'm surprised he didn't have the second. Speaking of reads.
Oh, no.
My man read his whole birth chart on that one.
Oh, no. He might give this round away. But that was the deepest jumping I've ever seen Mika do. And this is getting a little bit rough here for Luffy. Jump again. He's going to jump one more time. He wants to jump so badly right now.
He's plotting on a charge drop kick. He's trying to figure out his way in. Crimson.
Oh, crouch fist. All right, he tried to dash off. Good thinking Mr. Crimson wouldn't press the button. He's trying to run in. Doesn't get it.
Oh, a couple of whiff throws from Crimson, though. That's going to open the door for Luffy.
Yeah, he wants to slide activate. Right, this is guess for the game. V-shift into the break. And if Luffy makes one mistake, that's going to be CA. Brimstone.
Away.
Oh, he might do a way to stop him. Brimstone again. If he does one more grab, it might be wake up CA. Locked it, and Mr. Crimson challenge. The chip's not here yet. That's it.
Oh, beautiful response. V-shift of his own. Crimson dodges and punishes and takes the set. Again, W's being traded back and forth. Crimson was just the one that got the first one and ends up with the one with the last one. Well done.
Yeah, crazy stuff there. And I like how Mr. Crimson has said in the past, he's like, you can set up your opponent through your defensive choices. Think about what was going on, right? He was getting Oki, he was getting Dhalsim set play, and he was doing V-shifts, or Luffy was doing V-shift into break. And he didn't really do anything. And he's just like, okay, I'll just wait. And the one opportune moment where Luffy really needs to go, because usually when it goes to the final game, final round, Luffy's piling on the EX pressure, EX shooting peaches just to get in. He was even going V-shift into the break, and Dhalsim was blocking it. And he's like, all right, cool, you're doing that. Pick the one time where I need my CA, and he done the V-shift against the V-shift break, got that full punish there, and was able to close it out. But yeah, do you know what? Like, you're never going to be disappointed when you watch these two play. This is the matchup they're going to play in probably till the end of the game's lifespan.
Yeah.
And it always goes back and forth. Mr. Crimson lived up to his expectations, and he basically said, look, I'm ready. He didn't say it was going to be pretty. He never said it was going to be pretty. He didn't say it was going to be clean. Whether hook or by crook, get the job done.
And that is what he did. Beautiful stuff again from Mr. Crimson. Able to cycle through a lot of his defensive options. He was ready for a lot of Mika's neutral. We saw great reactions on the charge drop kick. In general, making him whiff punish by just setting up certain ranges and then baiting Luffy into heavy commitment options and then teleporting out, or just getting the Gale over the Crouch Fierce. A lot of things that really went his way and just shows the knowledge and acumen of Mr. Crimson. I mean, he's got some of the best defense in the game